This is life and death stuff. We don't fool around with that.
The Minister of Labour today toured the fallen structure and made a promise.
We're going to find out who's to blame, because that's the frustrating part about health and safety, about accidents such as this, incidents such as this. When we go back, when we do the report, we find out each and every time it was preventable.
Crews were demolishing the former House of Chan Monday to make room for the Forest Hill LRT station when the front wall came crumbling down. 7 people were injured, including a baby, saved from the falling scaffolding and bricks by its stroller.
I don't like to say this, but it could have been a lot worse.
Some in the neighborhood say they were worried about the construction site before it collapsed.
When you were here and look at the construction, the scaffolding, it's not that, as if it's not that safe.
You were worried before?
Yeah.
Were you surprised when you heard about it?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't think that adequate safeguards are taken.
What safeguards were taken and exactly what caused this collapse is now under investigation by the Ministry of Labour.
What we focused on when we went around the back, when we were on site at the back, is actually whether contact was made, whether something happened to make the one piece fall, what it appears the one way and the rest of the building to go another way.
The front wall has come down.
Christian Bellini is not part of the construction project, but is an engineer.
In this particular case, it could be that somebody misunderstood how the building was being held up, or it could be that the building, which is quite old, had deteriorated in a way that nobody was able to see at the time that they were trying to develop a sequence for how to demolish it.
Depending on what the investigation finds, charges and fines could be laid against the demolition company. Calls to them today were not returned.
We're not letting this site open until we're convinced that this site is safe for the traveling public and for the people that walk past this site on a daily basis.
Now, the project manager for the scaffolding that's put up and was put up and is now collapsed behind me, he came up and told me today that that scaffolding was all up to code. Natalie Collada, CBC News, Toronto.